Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here, and I got this Blu-ray a couple of months ago. I ordered it with some of my Amazon birthday money that I got for my 16th birthday, and I've seen this film before. I watched it again last night, and I wanted to review it. Waltz with Bashir. This is a animated film, a documentary animated war film, and uh, and it was released in 2008 and was not a box office hit because, I mean, it's films like this that, I mean, it's a foreign film that most foreign films aren't successful. At least I don't think. I mean, there are some foreign films that are successful, but this isn't like Disney successful or anything like that. I mean, it was critically acclaimed, but only made $2.3 million, and it wasn't. I think it was only released in a limited amount of theaters, not a whole lot. I think this film was nominated for Best Animated Film. Obviously, Wally won. The Wally came out the same year. So yeah, this was directed by a man named Ari Folman, and it is a documentary that follows the filmmaker's emotional attempt to decipher the horrors that unfolded one night in September of 1982 when Christian militia members massacred more than 3,000 Palestinian refugees in the heart of Beirut as Israel soldiers surrounded the area. Folman was one of those soldiers, but nearly 20 years after the fact, his memories of that night remain particularly hazy after hearing an old friend recall a vivid nightmare in which he is pursued by 26 ferocious dogs. Folman and his friends conclude that the dream must somehow relate to that fateful mission during the first Lebanon War, when Folman realizes that his recollections regarding that period in his life seem to have somehow been wiped clean. He travels the world to interview old friends and fellow soldiers from the war. Later, as Folman's memory begins to emerge in a series of surreal images, he begins to uncover a truth about himself that will haunt him for the rest of his days, which is the main plot of the story now. This film is R-rated, so I like when animated films can be R-rated, like the new film Sausage Party that came out last year. And I like that there are animated films out there that can be meant for adults. Just because films are animated doesn't mean that they're kids' films. The reason why some people say that is that most animated films are like G to PG rated, so they're intended towards kids. But not the film Watership Down, which um, was based off a graphic novel. And Fantastic Mr. Fox, while it does aim toward the adult, hold on, toward the kid audience per se, it's actually more of an adult film. I mean, because it's directed by Wes Anderson, and you see that film didn't make a lot of money, even though it was critically acclaimed at the time. Um, it was not a big success. I'm not sure why, but I just like how, you know, I don't understand who the hell thought that someone would say that, sometimes animation's just for kids. Because that's not true. I mean, Pixar are films that adults enjoy a lot. like 75% of their movies adults enjoy. And I'm saying that because not a lot of people liked Cars, and and not a lot of people liked Cars 2. Tons of people hated Cars 2, myself included. But you see, when it's animated films like this, let me just say the animation to this is very well done. One of the best looking animated films in modern time. And the the animation looks like it came out of a book, like a picture in a book, but it's still very incredible to look at. And it says that it's rated R for some disturbing images of atrocity, strong violence, brief nudity, and a scene of graphic sexual content. Well, I wouldn't say that there's brief nudity, like, you see every single base of nudity in this film. Like, including the graphic sex scene, which is basically a sex movie, a porn movie that they watch when a guy and a woman, have sex in the kitchen. They take their clothes off. You see a man put his dick in the woman's, just they do it in the and the guy fast forwards through the thing and pretty much then does it in her ass, and you see another woman take off all her clothes, but there's no orgy scene. You see every single base of nudity, so it's not brief at all. I mean, we see a lot of boobs in the movie. We see a lot of penises and vaginas and asses. So no, so yeah. See, I like it when films, not all animated films are adult animated, and this is definitely one of the best adult animated films out there. This is an amazing looking movie, and I love how it is a documentary, but there's no just I mean, there's narration, but the narration's from the main character. The main characters tell stories about what happened back then in the war and whatever. So it kind of is a war film, just a little bit. I mean, you see a lot of war, but not like it's not like Saving Private Ryan a lot. Well, it's not like you know, but I really like the way that it opens up with a bunch of dogs running while the opening credits come. Also, the first time I watched this, I rented it from Netflix. It was foreign language, and because this actually is a foreign film, I'm not sure what uh what country or what country it's from, But the second time, I liked it a lot more the second time I watched it. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's because I watched it in English. I like when they have the feature. I mean, it was originally. I like when foreign films, foreign animated, or any type of foreign film. I like when, they have features that allow you to watch the film in English. Like, yeah. I like animated films that come from around the world. My favorite one being Spirited Away, which is one of my all time favorites. And that film is technically a kid's film, but it's really disturbing. Like, it's actually more disturbing than you think. It is rated PG, but yeah, that film is mostly aimed mostly towards adults. But I can say I definitely enjoyed this movie. You know, I guess the only thing that wouldn't make it R-rated is, there isn't a lot of swearing in this movie. You hear like a couple hells here and there, and I think you hear whore, or I'm not sure. You hear they say asshole and ass a couple times. But there's no like fucks or anything like that. There's no. That's not a problem though. I mean, it's still very much adult as it is right here, and it's not very long too. It's only an hour and 30 minutes. But yeah. Special features to this Blu-ray contain commentary with the director, the making of the film, Q&A, building the scenes, animatics. So yeah, there's some pretty good features back here. Although the features, it doesn't look like there are a lot of features, but they're good enough. But yeah, this was a Golden Globe Award winner for Best Foreign Language Film, and also National Society of Film Critics Best Picture of the Year. This would have to be the I'm not sure second or third because I think Persepolis came out in 2008 as well. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if I would say I like this more than Persepolis or not. I'm not quite sure. They're both foreign language film and they're both gorgeously animated. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna leave that blank for now. But you see, we don't get a lot of adult animated films. At least not worldwide. I mean, we do get some adult animated films. Not a whole lot. Probably like limited releases in theaters. But I like when they make animated films mainly for a more mature audience. But yeah, Waltz with Bashir is an amazing animated film. It has great storyline and excellent voice acting roles, and the animation kind of looks like if it was cel shaded a little bit. I mean, you don't see animation like this in any type of movie except for this film. But guys, this is a very well done movie. It definitely gets a 5 out of 5 for me. It definitely needs to be checked out if you haven't seen it. So yeah, no, I've been searching for this Blu-ray everywhere, but the only place I could find it was Amazon, and I'm happy that I have it. So that was it for my review of Waltz with Bashir. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.